fuel, give me fire, give me double shot of time.
Throughout the regular season, 34 men have had shots to claim victories and join NASCAR's postseason of 16. Many opportunities have fallen. After California, many dreams were smashed. Today we kick off the round of 16 as TNT Sports brings you to New Hampshire International Speedway for the running of the Sylvania 300. Temperatures are getting close to 70 degrees here this afternoon. There is a little bit of cloud cover in the area right now, but the sun will come out at points in this race later today. So we kick off the chase round of 16. 7 of our 16 drivers start inside the top 10. Yeah, by the way. Anyways, here's the starting lineup. Row 1, we got the Drive 10 Hunger Chevrolet and the Lowe's Chevrolet. Row 2, we got the Tax Slayer Chevrolet and the Time Warner Cable Chevrolet. Here's a surprise in row 3, Alvin Alonso and the Fastenal Ford and Zoe X Moon. Row 4, we got Hot Wheels 44 and Robert Smith, both are non-chasers. Row 5, we got Jonathan Wishart in the 18 and Dylan Murway in the 4. Wishart got into the chase with a win at Bristol. Dylan Murway got into the chase with his first win of the year at Brighton. Then you got Eric Gamer and Derek Lewis, 2 more chasers. And the Air Serenette Toyota of Caleb Hoffman will roll off 13th this afternoon. While we look through the rest of this field, why not see if we can mic up the lead man in points going into the chase, Caleb Hoffman. Hey Benny, hey Caleb, it's Benny Parsons, TNT Sports Booth. You got us? Yeah, BP. Yeah, BP, what's up? You have a lot of confidence riding in a chase because you've had pretty strong finishes in the past 2 races. You had a win at Darlington that Tuesday morning, and then Saturday night at California you hit a top 5, hit a strong run. What momentum does this carry into the chase for you? Since we have Toyota Motors, we've had a pretty good program going with Furniture Row. But this week we just seem off. Hendrick Power came out strong. Just Chevrolet, Ford, and Childress, so it came out strong. We got 1 Gibbs car in the top 10, unfortunately. So, yeah, anyways, our Aris Toyota's actually been pretty good. Hopefully we'll try to put this thing into victory lane this afternoon and move on to the round of 12. Alright, good luck there, man. Thanks, boss. He is one of 6 drivers with HD TV onboard cameras off of the TNT Sports app. You can also watch this race on NBC Sports Live Extra. It will be a stream of this race under the NBC Sports app. You can also watch it on Race Buddy with up to 8 cameras of your favorite drivers, all in crystal clear 1080p HD. Let's take a look at the onboard cameras around this track. You got Jacob Tube, who is the quickest of the 16 chasers, starting on the pole into the Ihop on board. Zoe X Moon with the Pennzoil Synthetic on board. Dylan Murway with his Bush Beer on board. Brendan Little with his Ortho Fire Ant Killer Ford are on board. Jonathan Morrison with the American Ethanol E15 on board. Peyton Beasley with the Advocare on board. Robert Smith with the Miller Lite on board. And Jonathan Wishart with the Interstate batteries on board. Keys to today's race: 15 laps. This afternoon, 34 cars, just like always. It's going to be a case of knowing when to give and when to take. Think about it. This is NASCAR's new format, encourages a lot of intense racing, close moments, and at times drivers are going to be put in situations where they're going to have to do something they normally wouldn't do. You see, first year in this format, Ad Keselowski was a notable aggressor of this. Sure, you may have to make a few drivers mad, but what else are you going to do when you're fighting for a championship? Lay low? Oh, you see him here, Gordon. Him and Jeff Gordon got together. It started a fight on pit road after the race. Notably in 2015 with Joey Logano dumping Matt Kenseth at Kansas and him getting his comeuppance at Martinsville. You all know that story. And then this past year with the controversy between Kenseth and Bowman at Phoenix, which really wasn't a fight. And then the Joey Logano Carl Edwards incident at Homestead that took Edwards out of a Final Four. So, these drivers know that they have to do anything to move on to that round of 12. The question is, when do you know when to push over that line? Because in this round, you got two relatively high middle speed racetracks and one high speed racetrack to end it off. You don't want to be doing anything stupid that can put anybody else in danger, but you're not going to lay over for somebody. Just almost 15 minutes past the hour this afternoon in New Hampshire. Pace car is off. Hendrick Power is going to lead him down, and we're green in the first chase race of the round of 16. As soon as Zox Moon got to the green, and she jumped all the way to the inside. Wide to grab fourth and out of turn 2. She is all the way made her way up to the third spot, fighting Hendrick Power of Apollo Moon, her brother, and Hunter Miller in the 5. Miller gets the spot. You knew Zox Moon's gonna have one of the stronger cars in this field. Field, same time, live. It's that enough line and you have to push it. Jacob Tube gets 5 bonus points for leading that lap. Look at this cluster of cars coming across the start-finish line. Dylan's going to get the spot. In the meantime, Wishart getting a little aggressive with 31. Going in turn 1, this happened. Jacob Tube is currently one of the hottest drivers in this sport. In the garage right now, he has had a win at California to put him into the chase. Now he would love to back it up with a win this afternoon. Win in the Granite State. is there is a lot of side-by-side racing, especially towards the middle of this pack. We got the 19, Caleb Hoffman, 27, Menards Cup Series. There's battles all over this track. Jonathan Morrison had probably the closest shave right as well with the 9. Coming out of 2, or actually in a 3. 3, see the 9 had to get out of gas up front. It's because she got bumped out of the way. The 1 tried going high. Now you're going, oh, it was at the 83. He had to go all the way to the apron to get by all those cars. But in the meantime, out front, Jacob Tube, the hottest man in NASCAR right now, has basically put a good gap on his teammate Nate Sherman, who may have company in the form of the 18 car. Alright now, drove it in pretty deep when you think about it. He's, I guess, knowing how hot it's been, especially for typical mid-September weather here at New Hampshire, these drivers are able to make the 2 grooves work. As we got a problem on the racetrack. Got one into the wall in turn number 1. That is Hot Wheels 44, bringing out the first caution. He was running in the 7th position, or 8th position, I'm sorry, when this all went down. This happened right in front of the 4 car. Tire went down. Yeah, that had the makings of it. Tire went down and the 4 got us. Let's look at what happened. I saw the fender was knocked in slightly on the rear of the 31 when he was coming by. Eyeballing him. Well, I'm not sure how this all happened. This was going in. See the debris. The 31 checks up. The 4 obviously had faster momentum. That was a lot faster going into the corner. Just got turned. Around he went. Into the wall. Wow. That damage to the 31 car. The tire got ripped apart pretty much. This might be related to the contact with the 18 back on lap 2. This is a fast forward to earlier. Yeah, the 18 was actually kind of aggressive right there. That was kind of unnecessary to do. When you think about it, 18 just drove it in. Hit actually pretty hard on the back of 31. No damage to 18. However, massive amounts of damage to the back of the 31, and then moments ago, tire blew up right in front of the 4. They're going to take the car to the garage. Probably to replace a new fender. Casualty number 1. Of the season 3 Ihop Cup Series chase for the championship, a non-chaser in trouble early. How about Jonathan Morrison taking advantage of that caution? Gaining quite a bit of spots by only taking fuel. Huh. Dylan Murray gained 5 spots on that caution. Wisher dropped 4. And this could mean, since we ran the majority of the early part of this race, we were on lap 6 of 15, 10 to go. Things, we ran. It's the longest we've gone since Indy on a green flag stretch. On a stretch of fuel, it's the longest we've gone. Well, got to lap 4. This lap 6 can be our restart lap. Nate Sherman leads him down. Green flag. Boy, I think the 24 wanted to orchestrate that plan perfectly. Because he's going to let the 48 in, but the 88 does not get let in. Knocked way up the track and won. Dumbass came right across my nose. He does it again, I'm parking him. Anybody comes across my nose like that again, I'm parking him. That's Dylan Murray's stance in the situation. And look at the position that Paul Moon just lost in the 88 car. From 4th all the way to almost outside the top 15. Came out in that scuffle 19th place. Meanwhile, looks like we got a tight battle up front. Looks like Sherman's going to drive it in lower than his teammate in the 24. He's going to barely get the spot. Think about it. 8 races from now, we go to a track like this for the round of 8. A lot of guys may use this as a test session, if you will, for the elimination race back in down in Brighton at the round of 8. And Jonathan Morrison just put the bumper to Robert Smith, and things could be quite interesting, to say the least. Like it's been so far there, Alan. I say so, and we're only just about halfway through this race right now. Halfway through this afternoon's coverage of the Sylvania 300, Nate Sherman has reassumed command of the lead. He came into this race reseated as the point man with him and Caleb Hoffman were technically tied, but based off wins, they gave it to off the top fives. They gave the lead to Caleb Hoffman, and they reseated everybody. You see the 48 of Nate Sherman going to the 55 of Basinger. He moves way out of the way, not wanting to get in any trouble and interfere with the chase formats. Now the 48 is going to be catching lap traffic in the form of a pretty long line of cars, actually. You see they have begun yet strung out. It's the 48 actually went pretty low on the 15. Probably did that to hope that the 24 went down, but look at the 56 going side by side. Side by side, which way does he go? Oh, contact in front of him. Get him out of there. Get the 66 and the 10 out of the way. I swear, they all fit each other, because God knows why. They're pissed off at each other. Don't worry about it, man. You're doing great. Chad Canal's giving some words of encouragement to his driver. Let's go through the field, starting with Marty Snyder. Well, Nate Sherman took Jimmy Johnson's 2003 setup, what he ran, and in this race, when he won this event. And needless to say, it worked on Friday qualifying outside pole. Over to his teammate and longtime friend Jacob Tube, just missing it by 3/1000ths of a second. As you can see, they've also had some concerns of fuel a few moments ago. Let's talk with the crew chief. See some radio and communications. Hey, Chad, I'm not sure what our fuel situation looks like here, bud. Did anybody clue me in? And I have no idea what our fuel situation is. We're about 3/4 of a lap to the go. If we don't get any more yellows, we'll be perfect. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. When you have a good car, more cars you lap, the more point, less of it, more pressure you can put on the guys in front of you. Sorry for the audio difficulties there as we go down to the second place driver, Jacob Tube and Dave Burns. Jacob Tube got on the radio a few months ago and said the car has just been bad and really tight in the corners all day. Complaints of just not turning the car at all. Hope just Austin told his now frustrated driver, ride it out, Buzz. All you gotta do. It seems like just gotta ride it out to the, just ride it out. And see the 4 go under him to take a spot. Nate Sherman is just putting a fastball on these drivers. See him try to go under the 41. Hunter Rizzoni. He is the slowest chaser in this pack right now. Going under the apron, a lot of drivers are kind of starting to use that. How about this? How about the 33 of DJ Harris in the 33? Started mid-pack, started about 21st. He's been hanging solidly inside the top 20. Granted, he's currently a lap down. And as Nate Sherman continues to lap him, just catching good groups. Happening could fuel be a genuine concern. Who knows? Knowing the blistering pace we've got as we have reached 4 laps to go here in New Hampshire. There's the 20. Remember, the drivers that Nate Sherman is lapping right now, these are drivers that are in the chase. They gotta try to keep him behind him, teammate or not. Next car in front of him, we got the 88 of Apollo Moon. Right now, teammate started 4th, got kicked out of the way on that restart. Right now, he's in danger of going a lap down. That's how. He's probably now this late in the game. You're gonna see a lot of drivers this late in the race is just when you see give, less give, and a whole lot of take. As you see, we got a car slow coming down into the infield road course area. Derek Lewis in the 42. Out of fuel, guys. Out of fuel. He is out of the racing surface. Out of fuel. It stopped. It stopped. It stopped. It's out. It's out. It's out. And the caution flag has come out. For the 2nd time this afternoon. With 3 laps of racing to go. We knew fuel was going to be quite the topic for discussion today. Didn't think it was going to be this prominent. Yeah. There's Derek Lewis, one of the 16 chasers. I believe he may have used up his mulligan today here at New Hampshire National Speedway in chase race number 1. Quite the blistering pace ever since that first restart. As get down to the caution flag, 48 has let off. So as the 18 and the 4, they get to catch up with the rest of the field. The 24, aka the quickest 4 drivers on the track right now. Derek Lewis. It won't start, guys. It won't. It's trying, man. You need to get fuel pickup, fuel in it. Bill. Derek Lewis got on the radio, told crew chief Chad Johnston, it's out, it will not run, it's out. There's no fuel pickup in the car. Tank is dry. They're pushing the car to pit road to its stall so they can get the crew there. Oh, they push him. They pushed him almost into the wrong stall, into the 16 pit crew, but the 42 runs out, pushes it back. I'm sure this will be a costly penalty, but safe to say Derek Lewis's day just went from good to bad to, well, dead at this point. Now of the drivers that did take the wave around, there's only 2 of them that took the wave around that time. Robert Smith, Zach Speed, and Chris Washer took the wave around, surprisingly. And the rest of basically anybody from 19th on back did not. So let's just remind you guys of the race menu as the chase for the Ihop Championship continues here on TNT NBC. Next week, Lime Rock Park, the first ever visit to that road course in Salisbury, Connecticut. Coverage begins at 1 p.m. East, 12:30 p.m. Eastern with the Discover Card countdown to green. Final road course at the end of the season on TNT, and then to end the round of 16, Saturday evening, the race at Texas. Coverage begins at 5:30 p.m. Eastern with the Discover Card countdown to green on TNT, and then Talladega to open up the round of 12. Will be Sunday at noon on NBC. So these next few weeks are going to be pretty entertaining and vastly different racetracks. We get a road course next week. We get a high-speed intermediate racetrack Saturday evening at Texas. And even better, then to open up the round, we get to return to Talladega. I'm sure the Hendrick drivers are going to be strong here on there. The 48. Especially. Fuel concerns on them? On that car? Oh, Bill. On the 4? The 4 may have fuel problems. And basically, if the top 2 guys run out, it's going to be a big mess in turn 1. The 48 and the 18 low on fuel, but where does this leave any room for the 4 and the 24 to go if one of them runs out? Sure, the 4 can go to the inside, but at the same time, the 18's kind of in a detrimental situation. Look, I know Nate Sherman's going to be fighting for a win, but it probably could have been a move if, in a situation like that, basically, one of them coordinates a deal if they run out of fuel on that restart, because you don't know when you're going to run out to get out of the way. So, we're going over the green, white, checkered procedures. 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered. If we make it around to the white flag and there's a wreck, the race is over. If we don't make it around and there's a wreck, we line them up, do it again, up to 3 tries. And I'm sure this is going to be definitely the restart that some of us may not be expecting. Here we go. Attempt number 1. On at Loudon to settle the Sylvania 300. Here we go. Oh, the 18 not going. Oh, and around he goes. Spinning into the traffic. Get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, get low, 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 low. Low, 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 low. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna keep going, keep going. Oh, and a big hit from the 16. Caution comes out. Not even before drivers get to the green. Just big time hit. Hit right there. The 16 just nowhere to go as drivers try to get by on the inside and the outside. Contact between the 19 tried slowing up because he wasn't sure where he was going to go, if he was going to go to the bottom or not. Same time, he's out of fuel. There's not much room he can do. Still major contact by Brendan Little. Sports Center Cup Series with damage. I believe this damaged 3 of the 4 Gibbs cars in this wreck. In the race right now, this may have damaged 3 of those 4. Brendan Little up against the inside wall. Oil pouring out from that car as we're going to get the red flag. Underneath our 3rd yellow this afternoon. Drivers are going to stop in the turn 1 area. Caleb Hoffman is down on pit road. Jonathan Wishart with a pretty nifty door shot. The wreckers trying to push him back, see if they can get it going. Sorry guys, it's done. That is a lot of oil being laid on this racetrack right now. Kind of a weird way to stop the field. They got one group stopped in turn 1. And there's another group stopped down in turn 4. Brendan Little is out of the car. Caleb Hoffman, one of the strongest cars in the race, ran up in the top 5 for the majority of the afternoon. Rear-ended on a restart. Brendan Little, Jonathan Wishart, Sports Center Cup Series, and Alvin Alonso were the other 4 drivers that got a piece of this accident. Jonathan Wishart was able to keep going despite getting hit in the back by the 14, so that brings the total up to 6. However, the 14 may have possible radiator concerns after running into the back of the car. I'm sure there's going to be guys going down pit road feverishly trying to get work done. The 19th team's already making a plan basically a concrete plan right now how to fix this car. The red flag has been lifted. The 11 will not pit despite his damage. And if you want to know why, here's Marty. As they go into the caution flag, I'm standing up here with Luke Lambert and Chris Lambert, the crew chief for the 11 Sports Center Cup Series. What was your decision on leaving the 11 out there? Looking back at what we saw from that wreck, I really don't think there was a need to go down the road and risk losing all this track position. We have a good FedEx Express Toyota. We'll make our way through the field. Will try to get a good day out of it. Sucks, but sometimes you do what you gotta do. Nate Sherman. Oh, this just in. Nate Sherman has run out of gas onto this caution. This means Jacob 2 is going to take over the top spot. And this means he is going to have to pit and come out in the 20th position. Drivers that took the wave around: Evan Coco Garcia and Jake Basinger. 66 and 59 and 29. One driver that has not gotten his first win, and another driver looking for his second straight. With another driver who's got his first win this season, and another driver looking for her second, and possibly make history, become the first multi-win woman in the NASCAR Ihop Cup Series. Do we settle on the second attempt? Here we go. R27 got a good restart. Alright, going under the 4th. 3 wide going into turn 1. Jonathan Wishart with a big power move. Big move off by Jonathan Morrison to come out of turn 2. Clear the 24 and the 27 is a race for the lead down the backstretch. Second down the back. How about the 27, the Menards Cup Series? Can he get to the 24? And if anything, will he have enough time for the 3? Out of turn 4, white flag into the air for Eric Loudon. Oh, trouble. We got 2 in the wall. Nope, they stayed out of it. Jonathan Wishart played the strategy game right. Coming down the backstretch now. Into 3. Jonathan Wishart, his last win. Vegas back in 2014 in season 1. Definitely won Daytona Beach that year. The next year. Out of turn 4, Jonathan Morrison is the first driver to go onto the round of 12 at lap next week at Talladega. Great win run by Richard Childress. Finishing 1-2 as we got a spinner across the line. Hell yeah, great job, guys. Oh, wow. Great job, guys. Yeah. Yeah. But a big time car hit by the 19. He did slide across the line, dead sideways. As you see drivers coming across the start-finish line, slowing down. Oh my goodness, he is clipped by the 33. Wow. His drivers were slowing up to get the caution flag, to get to the checkers. 24 and the 20 got turned. The 20 basically hit the inside wall, and now it is essentially a minefield. On the front stretch, while we do sort out the running order, he did come across the line in fourth. Unofficially, Jacob Tube is in fourth. But of course, probably due to scoring, they're probably going to score him lower in the field. Maybe, probably toward the middle. During a surprisingly abusive second half, too, with a few chase drivers having problems. Jonathan Morrison, highest chaser, wins today in the round of 16. Menards Cup Series second, Dylan Murray third, Jacob Tube fourth, despite that hard crash. Zach Speed fifth, Zox Moon sixth, Apollo Moon seventh, Xavier Sandreska eighth, Hunter Miller ninth, and Sports Center Cup Series 10th. Eric Moon 11th, Eric Gamer 11th, Chris Washer 12th, Robert Smith 13th, Noah Spalding 14th. You got DJ Harris 15th, Nate Sherman 16th, Coco Garcia 17th, Hunter Rizzoni 18th, Jessica Shelton 19th, and Mason Powers in 20th. 21st, Peyton Beasley. 22nd is Jake Basinger. 23rd, Matthew Powell. 24th, we got Noah Spalding. I'm sorry, What If Racing. 25th, we got Blake Dillon. 26th, Derek Lewis. 27th, Grayson Alcedo. 28th, Caleb Hoffman, unfortunately. 29th is Jessica Shelton. And 30th is KFC Cup Series. 31st is 17 of Alvin Alonso. 32nd, we got Brendan Little. 33rd, Jonathan Wishart. And last is Hop Rose 44, who unfortunately was not able to replace the motor, the tire that came off. see the round of 16. Jonathan Wishart moves on to the round of 12. There's Wishart, only driver eligible for the round of 12 right now. The rest of these drivers have 2 more shots to automatically get a berth to the next round. They have the next race going to be at Limerock Park next Saturday. 1 cars are beginning at 12:30 p.m. Eastern with the Discover Card Countdown to Green. Consider it the Christmas Eve special. As we open up the round of, we are reaching the halfway conclusion of the round of 16. Congratulations to Jonathan Morrison for surviving 2 late restarts to win today here at New Hampshire. If you guys liked today's video, why not click the like button, drop some comments, click that subscribe button, share this video on Instagram or Snapchat or Spotify or any social media network possible. And see you guys next Saturday for the race at Limerock Park. Also, tune in for the Let's Play of Crash to Insanity to start December 16th at noon. Have a good day.